Hey Scorpio, thank you so much for joining me. It's your girl Sin. I hope you guys are blessed today, tomorrow, and always. So this is going to be a love reading for my Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Cross Watchers. If you're zipping with a Scorpio, doing whatever you do with a Scorpio, that's your business. But we're going to be pulling your energy, their energy, the energy of the relationship, outside influences, and advice and outcome. Alright, I'm pulling couple different decks today so we can get a lot more clarity and so on and so forth. So let's get into it. If you're looking for a personal reading, my email is down below. You can always hook up with me that way. I'm going to be opening up a new Instagram page instead of doing my personal page and trying to get off that whole social media crap anyways. I'm just like, as far as like my personal things, do you ever feel that way where you're just like, I'm good, I'm not putting up my personal stuff because my eyes are way too open up to the possibilities now of people doing some negative ass shit towards me, especially if my pictures are out on social media. I don't know, whatever. But let's get into it. I am protected, so we'll do it. Let's do it, do it. Alright, circle you and myself in the white light of God's love, divine, and protection. Let's see how you're feeling about what's your energy currently towards your partner or just your energy in general. Okay. So, we have the Seven of Cups coupled with the Ten of Swords. Your choices are being cut off, maybe limited. The way that you're feeling is that you have some ideas and plans, but they're kind of being blocked at this point. Don't worry, we're gonna clarify a little bit more. How is your partner feeling? Why are two cards? You could be dealing with a King of Wands, which is Aries, Leo, Sag. And then the Two of Swords in reverse. So this king is probably indecisive about something. They're probably going through a situation where it's like too much information. Information overload. The energy of the relationship. Nine of Cups in reverse. There's definitely some dissatisfaction. Someone feels as though their emotional needs are not being met. What are the outside influences? Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo energy. There's a lack of a long-term vision here. All right. And limited success or rewards. What's the advice for our Scorpio and their partner? The Nine of Pentacles. There's definitely some need for some improvements here. Making some changes, definitely. What's the outcome? King of Swords in reverse. Very intelligent king, right? And what popped out was the Seven of Swords. King of Swords and Seven of Swords, right? There might be someone manipulating the system or taking control of, it's almost like an energy like, I'm going for mine, I'm doing what I have to do. Alright? Because she's walking very confidently with her swords in her bags. She knows what she wants. She's going after what she wants. So I'm going to manipulate or take control of this situation where now I'm going for mine. I'm doing what I have to do. Let's clarify with the Lenormand deck. The energy of Scorpio, please. This one, something flip, but no. Yo, they keep flipping and going back in there and not. I cannot. Stop playing with me. What's the energy of Scorpio, please? So in your relationship, you're feeling that there has to be some changes. Maybe thinking about relocation. You want to be on a journey. You want to maybe change jobs, or there has to be some type of flexibility. You feel as certain things are, you have a lot of hopes and aspirations, but they're getting cut off in some type of way. You're feeling lonely, perhaps, in your relationship. You're feeling as though, for some of you, there is some betrayal or treachery. Some type of deception that you feel as though this person has backstabbed you. This person could be a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. You have choices when it comes to relationship. Your choices are to end you're thinking about the choices. You're weighing your options when it comes to your choices. And one of your choices that you're looking at is more about, man, should I end this? Should I go ahead and cheat on this fucking person? For some of you, you're thinking this way. Like, you're weighing your options when it comes to this entrapment that you might be in. When it comes to this relationship. And you're probably like thinking about changes or some type of relocation. Let's see why your person feels this way. There's an inability to make a decision or make some type of move of some sort. Because they're carrying a lot of burden. They're carrying a lot of different oppression within them, right? They feel that it's a sacrifice. They want stability. They want to be stable. They want to be set put, like, you know, staying put. Maybe it's because you want to change locations and they don't. It's just like too much to be moving all over the freaking place. Why is the energy of the relationship the 9 of Cups in reverse? Children. Children may be affecting the lack of planning. There's dissatisfaction when it comes to a relationship. Maybe because children may be affecting it. Or it could just be an overall energy where there's a lack of planning when it comes to this relationship. Outside influences have to deal with the 7 of Pentacles, and that's in reverse. So it's having a lack of a long-term vision here, and things are limited when they come to success or a reward and doing something that you love to do, either you or your person. Clarify the 7 of Pentacles. Yeah, they want to be smart of how they move when they move in reference to this business that they love to do, and there's some type of falseness that they're failing to see, right? There's an inability to see things as a whole. Maybe there was a business venture that did not work out, or it hasn't panned out the way that they wanted it to, and it's affecting your relationship. Clarify the 9 of Pentacles for the advice. As far as the advice here, in order to have success and achievement within your relationship, there's some things that you're going to have to talk about and unlock. There's something that is going to have to happen no matter what. You're going to be gaining some knowledge. Some of you will be able to clear certain things out within the relationship. because what came out was the Owl's card. And definitely about knowledge. The advices here is talking things out, letting things out on the table. And it could be in reference to some type of move or transition you do want to make. Or it could be that you guys are at a distance, you and your person. Yeah, definitely could be that you and your person are at a distance. What's the outcome here? Manipulation, taking control and going after what you want when it comes to a relationship. You guys may be turning your backs against one another. They could be competing person at the end of the day. It doesn't always have to be an affair. It could be friends just getting in the mix. A lot of gossip that surrounds it. So definitely be careful who you talk to about your relationship. Make sure that you're really not letting people get it in your business. Especially, you know, you can't just be willy-nilly and being able to tell everybody your business. First chakra, Archangel Michael. You want to be protective. You're trying to be protective about your partner and about your... I think it's more of an energy that you need to take on, or you are taking on, where you're trying to protect yourself and not trying to get hurt again. They know that you complete them in some way, like you guys balance each other out, but they're still unable to make a decision on what it is that they want, whether they want to move towards you or to move with you. This partnership has there's stability here, but they're lacking some type of indecisiveness. They want to move forward and have desirable outcomes, all right? The energy of the relationship has to do with the world. The world is a very good, positive omen. Accomplishments, you know, positive results, migration, moving, ending cycles that once didn't work out, and moving towards something more positive. Outside influences, okay. Door to spirit. Spirituality can be a factor. Maybe you might believe in something and they might not. Also, outside influences can mean that someone who has passed on is looking over the relationship. And they're trying to open this door to spirit so you guys can see this brand new light when it comes to this relationship. Advice, please. Gain victory in all that you do. Having positive results, positive thoughts, so that cornucopia at the end of the day can be yours. And outcome. See, outcome is deceit. So there's something going on as far as the outcome. There's somebody that might be dipping in the pool here, and there's some deceit when it comes to this. Manipulation, lies and deceit, that Seven of Swords in a relationship, because there might be somebody competing. It might be a different person caught up in the mix as far as the relationship. So if this is the case and this is the outcome, I think you need to be strong and end situations. You have a lot of options placed before you, especially with that Seven of Cups being there. There has to be some type of change or migration when it comes to you. They're indecisive about what they want to do. There might be somebody whispering in their ear, but you definitely don't want to be caught up in the mix when they're thinking about someone else. They do have these feelings that, you know, you balance each other out. Probably you balance each other out because there's kids in the mix, but they're still dealing with someone else. All right? And this is, Fox can definitely be some manipulative energy with the Seven of Pentacles. So it could be Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo energy that they're messing with. they're not looking at the long-term investment that you guys have together. But just me, when push comes to shove, the door of spirit will open up and have somebody get their dose. You ain't got to worry about it. The advice here is to, with the Nine of Pentacles, this can signify also someone becoming single and unlocking some type of mystery. Now, if you choose to become single and just letting go of anything, because this is unavoidable energy when it comes to a relationship, you're going to gain victory and have your cornucopia. You definitely have to transition or move some type of way. Transition or move doesn't always have to mean physically. It could just be you as a person. And this all came about because of this outcome here. Because of the deceit, the King of Swords being in reverse, which is manipulative energy, and the Seven of Swords because of deceit, lies within a relationship, because there's someone else in the mix when it comes to your relationship. Ooh, heavy energy. And I'm not saying this is for all of you Scorpios, but we'll see. How could you still love me after all I've done? Someone has to say that to someone. This one's turned over. There's, what messages would other person say to Scorpio? I've never forgotten, even though you think I have. Makes sense to somebody. I miss you regardless of how things may seem. I'm sure they do miss you. I'm sure they know that they fucked up. I feel safer in silence. They feel safer in silence because, you know, I think if the floodgates were to open, things would really be exposed. So let me take some time out. Let me think about how and if I should come to you correct. You know, there is true love here, and I just think that people or someone is really not paying attention to their feelings. Love yourself first and foremost. That true love should come from you. Should come from your heart for yourself. Because the same amount that you're willing to pour into someone else, you should be pouring it right back into you. Heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss. And I think there is a need to have conversations. What is it that you're missing, you know, as far as this other person? What is it that they're missing that they feel? Or maybe they have a connection with someone other than yourself that is bringing them something that maybe, you know, there's a lack of. And I'm not saying that's an excuse, but maybe they, you know, and sometimes I think it's just there's a need for a conversation here. If situations can't get cleared up, then maybe you should, you know, take the position of, listen, I deserve better. I know I want better for myself in my life. And now it's about moving towards what's going to make me happy and how am I going to feel contentment within my heart. And this is a very, very heavy energy that's going on here. And I hope everything works out for you and things clear up. Focus on yourself, loving yourself, and things will be okay. I love you, Scorpio, with all my heart. Draw me a line down below, and we'll talk next week.